we're just in this weird place right now where you know, it's like we have a bunch of men who like don't have a place. They're like, they don't have a family. Nobody wants to marry them. I have women come on my show every other Thursday called Access Vegas, and we ask them these just basic sociological questions. What does the average man make? And of course, they all go $150,000 a year. It's $36,000 a year.
I wonder if you ask that question to lower status woman, right? Like what?
No, there is no lower status woman. Remember, I said high status men, low status men, and women. There is no lower status woman.
But in that context, are you inviting a 6 and 7 onto the show?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but
you are?
Yeah, for sure.
2s and 3s?
2s and 3s. See, I don't judge women like that. That would be tough. I invite a lot of the women tend to be exceptionally attractive on the show for sure. But do
you think that a lower, like a 2 and a 3, they have a different perspective?
No, because I'll show you the studies with them too, and it's the same thing. They refuse to date men under 6 feet tall. It's not 2s and 3s are the same, bro. They act the same. If you look at the distribution of desired height amongst women on dating apps, it goes at 6'3" is the peak. That's the most. By the way, ladies, 1% of the population is 6'3". This blows women's mind because they've had sex with so many guys who are 6'3".
What are you, 6'3"?
No, I'm 6'2". Right. So 6'3", and then 14% of the population is over 6 feet tall. Once you get to 5'11", boom, it just drops off. This doesn't happen in Europe because they use centimeters in Europe. But in the United States, and where we use the imperial system, it just drops off. Every girl wants a guy who's 6 feet tall, but 5'11", no, I won't even. That's friend zone. And it's not 10s and 9s, bro. It's 2s and 3s that believe this too. Like when you ask them, what's the average height of a man in the United States? I had one girl come on and say 6'2". It's 5'9", or 5'10", somewhere around there. The average income is like $36,000 a year. And like now, so what do we have? We have 68% graduation rate for women. They're getting into they're becoming lawyers and doctors. And by the way, I am all for the egalitarian nature of women having freedom. Any socioeconomic group or any gender or any race having full and total autonomy to do whatever they want. I am fully in favor of that. But there's consequences. And in this case, what's happened is you have a bunch of women who are making $200,000-$300,000 a year with a college degree. And women with college degrees, you know who they don't want to date? Men that don't have college degrees, which there are fewer and fewer of because Grant Cardone and these other guys are like, college is a piece of shit. You don't want to go to college. Here's the funny thing about college. For the highest level entrepreneurs, Jeff Bezos and for fucking Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates, college is unnecessary. These people are incredibly intelligent and they're unbelievable entrepreneurs. For the middle standard deviation of men, you are going to make more money if you go to college than if you don't. Period. Just don't go to an expensive college. You can get a college degree right now, Touro University online or fucking the University of Phoenix, okay? You will make more money with a college degree than not, but we're telling men don't ever get a college degree. Some men should not get a college degree. If you're LeBron James, you can wait on the college degree. The rest of you need to probably consider going to college. That's what's happened. And what we go online and we just see these coaches, and I'm guilty. I'm one of these guys, but I've never said this specifically. Like, oh, skip college, forget all this. Just go and start your own business. We can't all start our own business. At some point, someone has to buy from the business. At some point, someone is stocking the shelves at Walmart. Someone is working at Chick-fil-A through the drive-thru. Somebody is doing that. And so we have these guys on YouTube. It's like, don't start your own business. Do this today. Skip college. And I'm like, that works for a small group of men, but not all men. And it's becoming unhealthy. And we're just end up in this situation where we have these very masculine, somewhat masculine, not super masculine. We have these masculine men who are like coming to date a group of women, and these women don't need these men. They don't need them. Remember, I'm fully in favor of women having the ability to out-earn men, do whatever you want. Some women are geniuses. Some woman outside someday will cure cancer. Unbelievable. But the problem is that doesn't make her more attractive to men. And it doesn't make her need men more. And we just end up with this evolutionary mismatch. Marriage rates are plummeting because of this. Divorce rates are skyrocketing because of this. And 78% of divorces are initiated by women. And once a man is divorced and he's in his 40s, he's 9 times more likely to commit suicide. So these are the kind of things that we talk about. I know you got in asking me the original questions about the program. The program for men is to get you in that top 10% as far as how you look on social media, your business, your physique, all these things. Get in the top 20%. It's never been easier to get in the top 20% than it is right now because the world is training men to be normal and average and boring. To get in that top 20%, if you do anything extraordinary, you're automatically there. It's just not that difficult. You just post every day on social media, you're in the top 20%.
Yeah.
You understand? so many guys I talk to right now, they're like, yeah, I don't want to have an Instagram. And I'm like, I don't know what you think. You're going to go to the mall and meet your wife. Like that's not how the world works anymore. It's not 1985. There's just so many mismatches and so many people who just will not come along. For attractive women, they have nothing to worry about. It's all worked out for them until they get to the point where they're in their early, late 20s, early 30s, and now they're competing with 23-year-old versions of themselves, and they're not getting the same response from men that they were getting before. These men still want to have sex with them, but they don't want to settle down with them because there's the 23-year-old who's over here who's like a younger version of the 28-year-old. And now women are now complaining, where are all the good men? How come these men are all I'm 33 and I have a kid. When are these men going to step up and take care of me and my kid? That's what's happening now.
And where are those men?
Where are those men? You know what I'm saying?
But where are they?
But you didn't want them. You meet them all the time, but these women don't want these men. You know why? Because they're 5'11" and a half. Because they don't make $70,000, they make $65,000 a year. They don't make enough money, and they're not tall enough. And I'm not going to settle because Cardi B told me not to settle.
It's unrealistic expectations.
Because Nicki Minaj told me to be a bad bitch. That's the reason why I'm not going to settle. I need my man. He's 6'3", makes $500,000 a year, and he's going to come take care of me and my kid. That's what's going to happen. And we get into these unrealistic expectations. And when you ask women, they're like, would you rather be single or date a guy who's short? They're like, I'd rather be single. It's crazy, bro. Yes, and the reason why is because social media. Social media has gotten us to the point where women have visual access to all these unrealistic scenarios, but they're not unrealistic. A girl who's moderately attractive can slide into a celebrity's DMs, and if he's bored, he'll have sex with her. It happens all the time. Leonardo DiCaprio was like notorious for banging all these young chicks in Los Angeles. Hundreds of them. Have you ever heard the stories? He literally would put headphones on while he's having sex with girls. He'll have, you want to message Leo, he might hit you back and have sex with you. For these women, they're like, well, I had sex with Leonardo DiCaprio, therefore that's what I deserve. My husband needs to be at that standard. $50 million a year, fame, anything less than that. Oh, this guy, he's 5'8", done. No, I'm friend zone. That's what happens. You have these incredibly unrealistic expectations.